Today we are going to be making a butternut squash soup, and these butternut squashes came from our garden. I bought one plant of butternut squash at Home Depot and it ended up with like 13 butternut squashes. I was not expecting that. I thought I was gonna get one butternut squash, but they're they're worth it, I think, for just a $4 plant, and I ended up with 13 butternut squashes. So what I'm going to do this time is I am cutting my butternut squash, and I'm cutting an onion, and I'm going to roast it on the oven first. And then I'm going to mix it with some chicken broth. I like to boil every once in a while. I don't know if you saw on Instagram that I grabbed the rotisserie chickens that I buy at Costco every once in a while because I am a mom. So once we eat all the chicken, I like to boil the bones, and then I do bone broth with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roast the butternut squash and the onion, and then I'm going to mix it with the bone broth, and I'm going to blend it, and I'm going to season it with curry and garlic and salt and pepper. And I'm going to make a butternut squash soup. I like to add queso fresco o queso blanco in Venezuela and just crumble it on top, and with just some toast and butter for lunch. And that is an easy, really yummy, healthy lunch, especially after the holidays that we ate a lot of greasy, lots of sauces and lots of cookies and lots of sweets. So we're trying to get back into a somewhat more wholesome way of eating, and this way it kind of helps our body a little bit, and lots of vitamin C. I have some pumpkins still from when we bought pumpkins for decorating for Halloween. That has a lot of vitamin C. Given it's winter, I highly recommend you guys do soups with those because there's so much going around. But anyways, welcome, and I hope you enjoy this butternut squash soup with me. I like to cut it in smaller chunks because then it roasts faster. Normally what I do is I put the butternut squash cut in little chunks with the onion and the chicken broth on the Instapot, and then I just pressure cook it for, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. And when it's soft, I blend it, and it's a much easier way of doing the soup. But this time I decided to roast it and see how that goes. Also, I left the butternut squashes in the garage, and it got very, very cold, and some of them got a little wrinkly. So I am trying to save them by roasting them. I mean, I cut the yucky part out, but I'm thinking maybe if I roast them, then it will have a better flavor. Right, so I'm just using a yellow onion. So look at the size of this onion. Crazy. I did not plant onions this year, and I don't think I will plant onions next year. That is not a vegetable that I think it's worth for me to go through the hassle of planting. But they are so big. Anyways, I would normally put music on my videos, but even the free music that I find, YouTube has decided to block my videos, and that's why I don't have that many art videos up anymore, because YouTube blocked them, so I have to do that again. But that's okay. We'll get to it. I'm just rinsing out my butternut squash. I'm gonna roast the onion as well. Oh, I cut the onion, but sometimes if you leave this part of the onion and you cut a little bit in, you see how it's got the root? So if you just cut around that in the form of a triangle and you leave the roots and you plant it, you get green onions. I forgot this time. Next time we will do that. I still have not found a trick for crying when you cut the onions. So if any of you have found a trick that helps, please share it in the comments. I am sure we would all appreciate that. I'm back. I'm putting some olive oil on the veggies. And I'm going to toss them. Spread them on the baking sheet. Whoop. Well, that one fell down. It's funny. Whoops. No problem. Okay. I think I'm low on onion compared to butternut squash, but that's okay. I might add some garlic. I cook and peel vegetables. I like to have a bowl next to me, and then that way I just throw everything in there and then I throw it in the trash. It makes it easier. I'm gonna grab another onion, and this time I'll show you what I was talking about. So I will cut it kind of at an angle, like this, and then this way I can plant it. You sometimes are able to see the little root that's going to be the green onion. So these I'm going to just stick in the dirt, and a bunch of green onions are going to grow out of it. Okay, let me add some more onions to my... I'm making a very big batch of butternut squash soup because my brother-in-law and his wife and grandpa and grandma are with us, but if they don't come to eat, I will do what I do all the time, which means I will put it in a freezer bag and we will have it for quick lunches or quick dinners, and that'll help us stay out of the drive-thru when either life gets crazy or mommy just doesn't want to cook. So having frozen, already cooked meals makes that a lot easier. Garlic. An easy way to chop. Oh, these garlics are kind of soft. Let's see. Yep, that's not a good garlic. Oh, I have to go to the store. Okay. Easy way to peel garlic. Put it in your cutting board. Sorry, let me block some of the light. I do need a tripod eventually. So you put it on the cutting board, and with the blade of your knife, you put it on top and you whack it. And the peel comes right off. This time I whacked it a little hard, so it mushed it already. But that's okay. It makes it easier. All right. And the peel comes right off your garlic. I'm still gonna cut the mushed one. Sprinkle it around. I didn't get to planting garlic this year. I think it's a little late for that, but that's okay. Next year. There goes next year. Okay. It'd be fun to read in the comments what you all like to plant, and if you like to garden or not, in the comments. And here we go. All right, now grab my scraps, put them in that bowl, and I'll get rid of that later. Okay, now that I have these, I had so many in one bowl that I didn't have enough olive oil, so I'm going to spread some more around. Oops. Pepper. All right, and some salt. Before I dig in the salt jar, I'm gonna just sprinkle some salt around. There we go. I don't think I'm gonna add the curry just yet. I think I'm gonna wait that for when I blend it. Maybe I will add the curry. I have never seen one of those Julia Child videos, but I wonder if they're kind of like me. It'd be fun to watch. Maybe I'll do that later. Okay, well, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna add the curry, some curry powder, and to the oven it goes. I'm going to add it to the oven for about 20 minutes, probably. That's what I do with the roasted vegetables, and then I'll mix it with the broth. I'll defrost the broth and blend it all. So I am sure the roasted butternut squash would be delicious, but I am running out of time, and I am not a very patient cook. So I think I am just going to, they've been at 400 for about 30 minutes, and they're still pretty hard. So I guess they take a lot longer than I thought they would. I thought they would be like a potato, but I guess they're not. So I think I'm just gonna take them out and stick them in the Instapot and just boil them. And then I will blend it and serve it for lunch. It's Monday. Don't judge. The crazy hair and the no makeup look. Actually, this time is a really no makeup. It's not my no makeup look. It's a really no makeup. All right, let's simplify myself. Make this quicker. Some fell off. Oh, it's messy. It's got curry, so I will not put this on my counter. My counter is white, which is beautiful, but not very practical. And that is why I love magic erasers. Whoops. So I'm not putting the curry paper on my counter, but I am putting the butternut squash on my counter. Alright, let's pick up the ones that fell off. And now I am just boiling this. I don't think I need to do a pressure cook. I think these guys are somewhat soft already. So, yeah. Okay, so I will boil this for about, what time is it? Like 20 minutes, maybe. And then I will blend it and lunch will be served. Because I don't have the patience for these guys to keep roasting. Know thyself. I don't have the patience for them to keep roasting. So I am going to put this in the Instapot. I'm going to put it in saute and I'm going to boil them. I'm going to put the slow cooker lid and then I'm going to go outside because the sun came out. We haven't seen the sun in like 3 months. This is bad. I even got this thing. It's called a happy light. Bad. Was that lack of sun? Not good for someone that grew up in South America and in the beach and lived in Florida, the Pacific Northwest. I thought Idaho would be a little less gray, to be honest. There'd be more snow and more sun. But I guess maybe this year has just been a weird year. We'll see. But in the meantime, I have a happy light. And I'm going to go run like a cat and lay in the sun. Okay, now that I've blended the soup, I am going to add some more seasonings. I tasted the soup, so I'm going to put some more curry powder. I think it needs more. I'm going to put some garlic. I do not measure when I cook. I measure when I bake, but not when I cook. I'm going to add some goya, some adobo, pepper. Okay, some more salt. Actually, I'm going to add some more water. This is pretty thick. And I'm going to add some chicken bouillon to kind of umph it up a little bit. There we go. Hopefully that is enough for the soup. I'm going to stir it. And then I'm going to put it in saute for a little bit longer. This is kind of how the soup is looking. I have it more liquidy because I want to, how do you say that? The bouillon. I would like to make sure the bouillon is melted, mixed in. I don't know. You get what I'm saying though. So I'm going to put it in saute for a minute, and then when I serve it, I will put some queso fresco crumbled on top, and we will have this with toast or crackers, or salad. But a healthy, fresh soup full of vitamins is what I'm going for. after this holiday season. Some salt. I need salt. Yes, I'm coming. I like to put less salt and then let people put their own salt, because if not, you can't take it out. I know that some people use potatoes, boiled potatoes, to take it out, but I am not sure. If you have a tip on that, please share it with us in the comments. I am sure that's another one we would all love to find out. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy making a butternut squash soup too. Okay, now that I have the butternut squash soup served, I will put some of my crumbled queso fresco on it. And this is a very delicious either dinner or lunch. Very healthy. Sorry, my phone. I'm taping this on my phone and it's on the way. So I'm putting some of that there. And I hope you enjoy your butternut squash soup too.